Hello and welcome to Balance Health Clinic. I'm being joined here today by Aldo Privileggi. He's a hypnotherapist and an energy worker, and he's been with us for 3 years now. So Aldo, thank you for taking this time to sit with me here today. I know you're very busy and you've got patients waiting out there for you, so we'll just do a short interview. You've been working here at Balance Health for 3 years now as a resident practitioner. You do hypnotherapy and energy work with your clients. So please tell us a little bit more about yourself. What brought you here?
You're welcome, Roshia. Thanks for the questions. Well, what brought me here in this field of work actually is I have an interesting ability. And the ability is that when I meet someone for the first time, I can actually see their electromagnetic field around them. Not only can I see it, I can also feel it. And most people are familiar with the word auric field or aura. Yeah. Well, it is an auric field, but the technical word for that is an electromagnetic field. And in this electromagnetic field, your subconscious mind has all the information about your body, the health and the state of the well-being of your body. So I have this interesting ability that I can actually see that electromagnetic field around a person, and within a few moments of actually seeing them, I can get a sense of if they're happy, if they're living their life purpose, if they're on track with their life, or if there's any problems within their body emotionally, physically, mentally, or spiritually.
Wow, Aldo, that's incredible. And how does this ability of yours help you with your hypnotherapy and your sessions?
That's a good question. So when I had this ability, I had to develop it because I didn't actually know what it was at first. I just saw that information, and I didn't know what I could do with it. And after a while, I realized I could help people. So I thought to myself, what would be what would be the best way of learning more about the subconscious mind, so I could convey the information back to the person to help them. And hypnotherapy was a method of really delving deeply into the subconscious mind. So I studied hypnotherapy and trained in hypnotherapy for many years in all different formats: quantum healing hypnosis technique, meditation, which was by Dolores Cannon, past life regression, classic hypnosis, Ericksonian hypnosis. Actually, I've trained and I'm certified in all methods of hypnotherapy across the board, and licensed by the American Board of Hypnotherapy. So using this ability to see what's going on around the person's energy field allowed me to be able to penetrate to the issues much faster, and then use the hypnotherapy whilst the patient is in a very relaxed state to make those changes energetically that the person was desiring to have in their life.
Wow, this is very interesting. You've already started explaining quite a bit about how hypnotherapy works. I was under the impression a few years back that it was just swinging a pendulum and people would start to fall under a sort of trance. But can you demystify this for me and for everyone watching? Like, what is hypnotherapy really, and how does it work?
Sure. That is an old school, it's really come about through television, and it's not really how hypnotherapy works and hypnosis works. Really how hypnosis is actually a very natural process that we go through on a daily basis. We go into trance during lots of different activities that we do and duties that we do in the daytime. If you're reading a book, you can go into a trance where you're actually not aware of what's going on around you. If you're in a cinema and you're watching a movie, you can be so engaged in the movie that you're unaware of all the other people in the cinema, and it's almost as though you're in the movie. This is a trance. It's a trance state. So we go into a trance state regularly through the day, and we're not really aware of that because it's so natural. So hypnotherapy is really using that natural state of relaxation and trance to make changes in the body, mind, emotions, and the mental realms.
Wow, Aldo, this is fascinating. I never knew it went so deep and there was so much to know about hypnosis. Now, I know some people can be a little bit scared about this idea that a hypnotherapist might be able to plant some seeds that are not wrong or negative or something that they don't want to have in their subconscious. So how do you deal with that? Is that something you can do? Is that possible?
Actually, this is not hypnotherapy, what you're talking about. That's stage hypnosis. And I don't work with stage hypnosis, although I can. I prefer to help people than to make people look silly. So, and the other thing is, that's a two-part question, and the second part of the answer to that is that when you're in hypnosis, you're not in a state of sleep. The body appears to be in a state of sleep, but actually, internally, you're actually very clear and alert. And in fact, your senses, your sense of smell, hearing, is actually acutely enhanced. So when you're in hypnosis, you're actually more aware of what I'm saying and taking in that than you would be in a normal, everyday situation. So the person who is receiving the hypnotherapy is always in control. They're always alert. The unconscious and the conscious mind work together, and I, as a hypnotherapist, can talk to the unconscious in a way that the unconscious can understand. There's a certain vocabulary, there's a certain way that you talk to the unconscious that it understands, and the conscious mind doesn't really care too much about that conversation. Now, the conscious mind is only about 10% of our power. It's usually using your willpower. And we know that willpower is not always 100% successful. The unconscious is 90% of your power. So when you make a change in your unconscious, it's like changing your inner management system. Your unconscious grows your hair, beats your heart. It grew you from a baby into a lady. And it took care of all of that and managed that without any of your conscious mind caring about it, really. You could just go on and do whatever you liked, and it would continue to do that perfectly and consistently. So when we make those changes on the unconscious part of the mind, the management system upgrades that data and implements the new behaviors. So the person that is in hypnosis knows exactly and can hear the suggestions. And there's no hanky-panky or anything going on that's outside of the patient's awareness.
Yeah.
It's really, it's not true.
It's really just a myth.
It's just a myth. It's not how hypnotherapy works. Hypnotherapy is a very natural process, and it works very well. It's efficient, it's powerful, and it's very comfortable. And it works at the rate that the patient is comfortable working with. It never stretches the patient beyond their capabilities, and a lot of my patients always comment on how smooth and how natural the results come about.
Well, thanks for answering that. That really puts me at ease. I think I'll just go do a session right now. And you talked about struggles as well, and I know in Hong Kong there's a lot of different struggles, a lot of people under a lot of stress. And what kind of issues do you work with the most here? What is your most common issue?
Well, in Hong Kong, there's a lot of pressure here, and the most common issues that I work with in Hong Kong is insomnia, lack of sleep,
before.
and stress. And of course, I work with the regular issues such as smoking, weight loss.
So thank you so much for sharing all that today, Aldo. If anyone's interested in booking a session, I know I am, you can call one of our lovely ladies at reception or just shoot us an email and we'll book you right in. Thank you.